Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I got my new camera. It's the Sony MHS CM5 Bloggy. So, I really like it. My videos come in HD. Yeah, so this is my second time doing this because I'm still learning how to work this thing, and I accidentally deleted them as soon as I recorded them. But the good part is it came out to be two-parters, so maybe I can squeeze it all into one part. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my surgery first. That way, if it needs to be a two-parter, I'll talk about everything else in the other video, because this is my main one. So, I had my surgery September 9th. I went in at 7 o'clock in the morning, September 9th, and my surgery was scheduled for 9:15. Before they got me all prepped and stuff, I weighed 285, which I know a lot of women don't like to say that, but you know, I'm losing it, so I was 285. And the surgeon came in and talked to me about where my incisions were going to be, how big they were going to be, what was going to happen throughout the surgery, after the surgery, how my sutures were going to be sealed, how recovery was going to go, how long it would be, about how long it would be for me to be discharged, a bunch of stuff. So he talks to me, then they come in and do my blood pressure, which my blood pressure was great. It's always on like the low side. I think it's usually about 110 over 80, 110 over 82, so it's usually pretty good. So my pulse was good. My pulse is usually like 90s, low 90s. So even though I'm big, my blood pressure and my pulse are really good usually. Which I eat healthy, it's just that I have PCOS. So, blah, blah, blah. I was on edge, so they gave me Versed, which I'm assuming most of you know what that is. If not, it's kind of like a muscle relaxer in a way. It kind of just takes the edge off, which it was really nice. But it wasn't as strong through the shot that they gave me as it would have been if they put it through my IV. But they couldn't put it through my IV yet because they had to get some questions out of me, and I would have been so they gave it to me through a shot, and then they put the IV in. Well, they tried in the top of my hand, didn't work. They tried right here on my wrist, didn't work. Then they called in the IV specialist. I don't know what they're called. She got it with one stick right here, which was so painful. So that was that. They got my IV in. Oh, it hurt so bad when they were trying other spots. But what do? It has to be done. So I go, oh yeah, my mom was there, my dad, my stepmom, my grandma, and Chad were all there. Stop. Come here. This is Gracie. Say hi. She doesn't usually give kisses. She's mean now. See, she just bit me. Stop it. Oh, you're gonna play it nice. Anyway, so what was I saying? Hey! She just totally knocked my camera over. She drives me nuts. Anyway, so throughout the pre-op process, getting me ready and everything, my mom stayed back there the whole time with me. And I can only have 2 guests back there, so my mom stayed the whole time. Chad came back, my grandma came back, and my stepmom came back. My dad did not want to come back because he knew that he would be upset, and he didn't want to upset me. So he did not come back, which was fine. So I went into surgery. It was 9 o'clock. I was scheduled for 9:15, but they took me back at 9 o'clock, so that was nice. It only took about 45 minutes, so I got into recovery 1 at about 10 o'clock, 9:45, 10 o'clock. Sorry. About 9:45, 10 o'clock, I was in recovery 1. I was out of it. I don't remember getting wheeled to recovery 1. I don't remember any of that. So I was told I was in there for 45 minutes before I woke up. So it was about 10:45 when I woke up, and I was nauseous and in pain, so they gave me pain medicine and nausea medicine. And I stayed in there for another like 30 minutes, and then they moved me to recovery 2, which is where my mom and my dad were waiting for me in the recovery room. I stayed there until I got discharged, which was at 2 o'clock. So, I had to get up and pee because they made me. My nurse had to go with me, of course. It took me a few minutes to pee. She had to run the water and all that. And then I finally peed, and we went back, and I walked to my bed, and when I sat down, she said, "You look paper white." And as soon as she said that, I said, "I feel like I'm going to throw up." So she brought me some medicine for my nausea, put it in my IV, and that made me stay for 20 minutes longer. So I guess when I went to go pee, it was probably about 1:30ish, and so I had to stay like 20 to 30 minutes longer. I got discharged at 2. And then my grandma had to leave, and my Chad had to Chad had to go back to work, or had to go to work. So it was just my mom, my dad, and my stepmom. So when they discharged me, my mom drove me home, and my dad and my stepmom followed. They all 3 live 2 hours away from here, so they came down for the surgery. My mom stayed overnight in my house with me and Chad, and my dad and stepmom got a room, a hotel room, like 2 blocks from the hospital. So they only got it for 1 night. They checked out before they came to my surgery. So they followed us to my house, and of course I plopped down on the couch, and that's where I stayed. I fell asleep because I was in and out, and they sat and talked for a while, and then my dad and my stepmom left, and it was just me and my mom until Chad got home from work that night. Everything was great. They gave me pain medicine to to take home. I took it once. I wasn't really in pain. I just wanted something to take the painful edge off. And I was on a liquid diet for 2 weeks, so I couldn't have anything to eat. And that medicine made me so sick. So I didn't take it anymore. I was dry heaving and everything. So it was so painful, just out of surgery. The ports in my muscle, I just did not want to dry heave, so I quit taking it, which the pain was manageable. It was just I wanted something to take the edge off, so I could deal with it. And yeah, so I was 285 the morning of surgery. Now I'm 257. I'm doing really well. I haven't exercised much because I'm so tired when I get home from work that I don't even want to do anything. So, I thought it was pretty good for not exercising. So they gave me a picture of my lap band. And I hope nobody gets sick when they see that, but I thought it was awesome. And yeah, so as I thought, this was going to be a two-parter. So I am going to stop this after I show you my incisions. Oh, and I've lost 2 inches off of my waist. So, and I've gone down in a shirt size. So that's really nice. Anyway, yeah, so I'll show you my incisions if I can even get them to show up. So, and I'm a little embarrassed to show these, but I'm going to lose it, so I figure I shouldn't be embarrassed of it because I'm not going to have it forever. So, the incisions I will, not my belly. So, okay. So, the overall belly, there it is. I don't know if you can see my incisions there, but they're there. So I'll show them to you individually. There's one. There's the other one. There's that one. And then my big one is the belly button one, which is where they, hold on, which is where my port is, which is also my most painful one, but it's not even that painful, so that's really good. Anyway. So that's that on my lap band, and I'm going to make another video of my update on my, well, a few things. So look out for it. Thanks, girls.